Welcome to the second Theorycrafting podcast by the Legit Weebs. I think this is after we watched... Huh?
Episode 15.
Yes, we just watched episode 15, and I think the information that we're going to go over is between episode 13 to 15, and what that might imply. Maybe what's going to happen in the future, and certain tidbits that we think are interesting and that we want to discuss about. Okay, so firstly, I guess I'll start this off. There was something very interesting that happened at the end of episode 14. The animation we're not going to talk about because that's an elephant that we can just ignore for now.
It's a 4 kids team. So.
But after rewatching it 3 times, I noticed that Sophia, she did not refer to the Demon Lord as Goshujin-sama. She referred to the Demon Lord as Mao-sama, which means that her master is technically not the Demon Lord and is probably someone else. In this case, I'm gonna guess Kumoko.
Yeah, that's what I'm theorizing as well, because the vampire girl seemed to have a conscience even as a baby. Like, she wasn't screaming and crying like a baby usually would during an attack, even if it doesn't understand just because it's loud. She wasn't, she was just looking.
Yeah, she was just staring.
Yeah,
menacingly.
which means that she probably saw and understood what's going on because she is a reincarnation. And she sees Kumoko as her master. And that's why I don't think that she knows that Kumoko is a reincarnation. I don't know, I feel like only the class was reincarnated, and if they found out that it's Kumoko that was reincarnated as a spider, Kumoko wasn't really popular in her class, that would mean that, like, I don't really like her.
It's theorizing, yeah. Also, we're gonna drop theories about Kumoko being the white-haired girl, or is that just...
I mean, honestly, after episode 13, I believe, where she was talking about evolving into the Arachne evolution path, where she becomes like a half girl, half spider. That pretty much, I would say, kind of confirms. I don't know. I mean, it's...
Yeah.
To me, it feels kind of obvious that that's where the show is going to go.
Maybe she'll evolve into a half human, half spider girl. Like, she'll look exactly the same as that white-haired girl, and then maybe either she gets because I think that since she is a spider, she might actually have a spider lifespan as well. So she might have to have children. Since I rewatched Spider recently, and I saw that one of Kumoko's skill is egg laying.
Well, I would assume that every spider has that skill.
Yeah.
But
so like, Kumoko might make babies.
Maybe, but I would think that is kind of unlikely because changing the MC like halfway through a show is kind of iffy from a storytelling perspective.
Serpy is giggling. Serpy is giggling.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it makes more sense for it to be Kumoko, because she does end up killing Julius at some point, and we do know that they have interacted in the past with like Julius's scarf being made from Kumoko's burned down house and whatnot. But I also think that now, with the stuff that happened in episode 14, and the fact that Kumoko might actually be like Sophia's master, that they killed Julius in order to use Shun for something. Like, they might want to manipulate him into doing something for them without him actually knowing it. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, it seems like an interesting idea.
I have been saying something similar to that, like, the whole time, but they only come in and so I don't remember anymore.
I don't know. All I remember from Q is that Julius isn't dead. He got buried or something.
And then Siri just like, oh yeah, when Julius was killed by that person, Julius isn't dead. But Siri just said, Julius isn't dead. Oh.
But yeah, because Sophia... Oh yeah, another interesting thing that Sophia did was that Sophia protected Oka-sensei because her master told her not to hurt the sensei. Which means that the sensei is important to their plan in some way, but we just don't know how yet.
Sophia.
Yeah, she stopped Hugo.
Well, I would
what
think of it like, if it's not that, I would think of it like maybe it confirms kind of that Kumoko is their master, because Kumoko, and if she did dislike her classmates, I feel like she still did have some connections with their sensei, because the sensei seems to be liked by the whole class. So maybe she was like, oh yeah, don't kill someone who was once my teacher or something.
That could be it. It's also like a lingering sentimental value, I suppose.
Oh, also, we realized that the church that wanted to kill everyone who had the taboo skill is in against with the rebellion.
Yeah, now that you mention it, we haven't seen Julius in a long while.
Actually, didn't Hugo use his charm skill or whatever? Wasn't it like one of the 7 deadly sins?
7 deadly sins. Yeah.
Yeah,
to
like, and then he used that on the church to hypnotize him.
Envy. My bad. Yeah.
No, not. I'm sorry. Lust.
Lust. Yeah, lust.
It's lust.
Yeah.
Yeah. He used that skill to manipulate the church into naming him as a new hero, which was also the same skill that he used on. Oh my god, I forget their names. The little sister and
Sue.
Yeah.
Sue and
Katiana.
The broken little sister and the side bitch that was the guy.
The redhead girl.
No, Kiwi, no. What was her name? Katia, right? Is that Katia?
I think it's Katia.
I'm not sure exactly how it's supposed to be pronounced. In the anime, they're calling her Katia, but like her full name looks like it should be pronounced like Carnatia. So I've always called her Keisha. But yeah.
Okay, I see. Well, that's something that the people in the comment section can help us out with.
Well,
I'm
don't worry.
so I'm probably
I already expect comments like the last episode as well. Last Spider podcast.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Oh, fuck you.
Sorry, Jesus Christ.
All right. Well.
Wait. Give her a minute. You good?
Yeah. Okay,
I
there
can see how bad the typing was. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I believe that even Serby and Sank also pointed this out, but like there's a lot of dialogue on Katia's part that got removed from episode 14 that would have made that moment a bit more, well, comprehensive. I went back and watched like
more into
no dialogue would be able to save that stabbing scene. No dialogue.
I can try and tell you what they didn't include. It's always possible they could still like go back and talk on it, but I kind of think it's unlikely.
I mean, I'll give you a guess as to what I think, I guess, and then you can probably tell us.
Okay.
So I went back and watched like the first few episodes, and there was like very few scenes, but there were scenes that suggested that Katia might like Shun, maybe be in love with Shun. I don't. And Sue also sort of kind of showed like a bro-con sort of thing. Like she was really attached to Shun. So I'm just guessing generic anime here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we've known like that.
Also, wait 1 second. Can you stop breathing into your microphone, Kris? That's so annoying.
Sorry.
Okay, continue on, Kiwi.
We've kind of known that Sue is a brocon from the very beginning, because when the Jesus girl approached, it was like, oh, yeah, don't Oni-chan, don't trust her, Oni-san, and so on, you know? It was kind of obvious, but for Katia, I didn't think much about it. I just thought that she was like being all bro, like they are usually in anime, you know, kind of like free bro, but it's not really attached, but it's kind of is, you know? But it just kind of seems romantically. It just kind of seems romantical because she has a man. She has a female body, but inside of it, she's a man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So
that's how I saw it. I never really took it romantically.
In the light novels, so yeah, Sue has a pretty intense brocon. But Keisha, because the light novel actually shows a lot of them when they were younger. and them kind of growing up together. So Shun and Keisha were the only ones, like, they interacted of the, like, reincarnations when they were little, and then eventually Faye joined them too shortly in. But Keisha kind of grew up back and forth with this kind of internal struggle between, like, past identity and present identity. So, like, when they were in public, she had to put on this, like, noble lady, like, persona, but when she was just alone with Shun, she could just kind of be herself, right? And so as she grew up, she kind of struggled with this back and forth a little bit. So then when Hugo brainwashed her, and she was kind of having this internal, like, conflict with the brainwashing, she basically came to the conclusion that her past self died in that instance, and when she was saved with Shun's mercy skill, it's just Keisha now, basically. And she basically came to terms with who she is now and her female identity. And it is implied that she potentially does have feelings for Shun. But yeah. So that's kind of what it's all just Keisha character development, which she's kind of been put as, like, a background character so far, which is kind of a shame. But yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I've seen the signs because I'm a girl and I'm not dumb. But I always thought of it like it was kind of like, oh yeah, it's a man in the inside, and it's just kind of them being bros, and she just has a female body. So I never really thought of it like romantic. That's it.
I mean, being in a female body for a while would do that to you. You would start acting like a female, because I mean,
it depends on the person and their mindset, I guess.
Yeah, but that doesn't really mean that your sexuality would change because you're feminine.
If we're going to go into, like,
true
biology here, a lot of our preferences are based upon our hormones, and if you're in a female body, then yeah, you would probably be affected by your hormones differently from being in a male body. But yeah, I mean, that's
all that aside, that's how the light novel handled it.
Okay.
That was her, like, personal, like she had all that struggle of, like, who am I, like, which do I identify as more, to in overcoming the brainwashing. Her, like, the thing she decided on was basically her past self has died and her current self is what is left, basically.
I see. All right. Also, we got introduced to a new character, potentially. He was wielding these, I forget what those weapons are called, but then I didn't really care about him because he popped into the scene with, like, no sound effects and stuff, and then he started slashing people in still frames. So, like...
It's a shame, because, yeah.
Dude, are we supposed to know him? Was he supposed to get name dropped? Or is he going to be important? Or is he just a background character?
You shouldn't know who he is, but you could make guesses. It's not something that's been in the foreground at all.
Okay, I see.
We also know that Podiums was introduced, like, I think that Podiums was killed in the same episode he was introduced in.
Actually, a second.
Yeah, just killed him.
I believe
just killed him instantly.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is a spoiler or not, but it probably should have been revealed that Oka Sensei is actually Podiums' daughter. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay,
I
and
think
that
they
explains
say it in the episode, but yeah, and they have the same last name.
Yeah. That explains the naming sense of why it's Podiums and Folimus. Yeah.
It's
also, was the name of the one revealed in the anime?
Name of what?
Yeah.
Yeah, Podiums
Demon
was
Lord.
revealed.
They introduced
Demon
him.
Oh, the Demon Lord.
Demon Lord? I feel like they've said her name at this point, but I don't actually know. I know I've said it too many times. I'm sorry.
I already know. I know the name from the manga. So,
I still don't know her name though.
Yeah.
I feel it hasn't been said. Maybe it has.
I feel like it has though.
I feel like I would remember if it was said.
I
remember Podiums. I remember Podiums.
Well, I'm not gonna say it then. We're just gonna refer to her as a Demon Lord.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody's wondering where I left off in the manga, it's basically just the start of the fight of the Demon Lord, which is not a spoiler because it's literally in the OP. So, don't clap me in the comments, alright? It's literally the OP. Alright, yeah, cool. We're cool. Good. So, there's one thing that I remember Sophia saying near the end of episode 14 when she was basically like licking Podiums's blood off of her hands. Like, it was something along the lines of like, it tastes bad because I guess people that are rotten to the core taste bad or something like that. So, I'm not sure what Podiums did, but I do remember that during the scene where Kumoko went to save Sophia, there were a bunch of bandits there, right? And Kumoko killed them. And then after that, she saw a bunch of elves in the woods. And I guess we missed that, but they were basically saying stuff like they hired those bandits to kill that family.
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same freaking thing. But at the same time I was thinking like, why would they describe Podiums as bad? Because I mean,
we don't know Podiums. We literally just got introduced to him, and then the next episode later he got beheaded without even being able to say anything.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I was in episode 14. Podiums getting killed in the same episode. Something smells potty, so.
Something smells potty. We do have like 15 more years to develop Podiums' character, so that should be explained soon enough. But Kumoko did end up killing those elves that were in the woods there. And I'm guessing that they're probably going to send more people after Sophia's family. I'm still not quite sure yet as to why. The only thing that I can guess is that I believe Sophia's family was returning from some other country, trying to make like some sort of business deal with other nobles or other royalty or stuff like that. I need to go back and see exactly what they said, but
they're returning from old school. Like, yeah, yes.
Yeah, that. So that might be like that particular country trying to silence them, or some political stuff, you know politics. That's how they be. They just kill people. And
at the same time, I'm thinking like, didn't they say that like behind the cave or beside the cave or something where Kumoko is, like in this episode, there is the elven village where Podiums and his daughter are from. Maybe they just thought of them as a threat because they were coming close to their territory and decided to. No, never mind.
I believe.
I mean, it's not a bad theory.
Yeah, it was said. It was said in the episode that they were hired to kill them.
No. I think you're referring to the final scene in episode 15, right? I think they were saying that they had to pass through the labyrinth to get to the village. I don't know if the village was in the labyrinth. I highly doubt it.
No, I said behind the labyrinth or beside the labyrinth. That's what I said.
To get to the elf village, their only like way to it was through the labyrinth. Like it's part of the path to the elf village.
Yeah. I do think that since Kumoko killed the elves, that might be like some sort of foreshadowing as to why Kumoko and Sophia and everybody are on like the other opposite side of Podiums and the humans, which is gonna be something like, as we theorized before, like human and elves versus the Demon Lord and Kumoko's side, which I'm assuming that Kumoko is on the Demon Lord's side because Shiro's the girl is on the Demon Lord's side.
I'm thinking it like, oh, is this like the Overlord situation when we start out thinking that they're the hero and then they end up being the villains? Maybe the author is doing the same with Kumoko. Because if we were following Shun's story, we would think that Kumoko is the villain because she basically killed his brother, even though I don't believe it. Then also she's the master, hypothetically, must not be, but from our theories, the master of Sophia who also killed their allies. I don't know.
So far from what the author has presented, I don't think it's a case of hero and villain, but rather of interest. I'm not quite sure yet what the Demon Lord's goal is. And by the way, we do we do get reaffirmed that the Demon Lord is in fact someone that got reincarnated, because she keeps referring to Shun as Yamada-kun, which means that she basically knew him back in their world. So I'm not quite sure yet what her goal is.
Wasn't one of your theories that the Demon Lord was the girl that Shun met, like the creepy girl?
I think the creepy girl is Sophia, no?
No, I don't think that the creepy girl is Sophia. If it was Sophia, I feel like she would attack Yamada and the rest.
They said her name.
Yeah. Was
never
it
mind.
Tashiki or something? Something like
Negishi.
that. Yeah.
Negishi.
Negishi, yeah. And I believe that was the name of the creepy girl. Is that correct, Serby?
And Oka seemed to recognize her. She didn't finish the name, but she said like Negi.
Yeah.
In that fight at the end there. So
And Sophia was all like, "No, this is a new world. This is a new rules."
Yeah, and there was a name pun in the episode 14 where Kumoko could read Sophia's name in the both ways.
No, she was
Yep.
trying to understand because Kumoko hadn't encountered a reincarnation, so she was confused as to why she had two names at first.
Okay, so it was
And
two
so she was
names.
trying to justify it, and she said maybe you could read it as the same, and she's like, no, that doesn't make sense.
Okay,
Yeah,
never
she was
she
just
started-
confused.
Yeah, she started throwing a
Never mind,
tantrum
I
and
was
then
wrong there.
run crying.
mind.
That was a great scene.
Wait, so would if someone did the appraisal thing on Kumoko, would she have like her old name, her
Yeah, probably.
name before reincarnation, and then just
I believe that
name
she
all
has
spider?
a
She's done it on herself
appraisal
before.
block skill, doesn't she? If you remember when that guy that was like the
Monsters,
most powerful magician
So
or
that's
sorcerer.
Sophia. No, Sophia
She
couldn't
can
be
block
scanned.
appraisal, but she's also appraised herself, if you remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
One of the
But she
first
had
things
weaker.
did.
She had weaker appraisal though, and she got appraised as weak.
And,
And the next time
early
she
on,
appraised,
early on,
she got just lesser terror attack, nothing else.
mm-mm,
She never got a name by
it said
appraising herself.
unnamed.
Yeah.
It specified. It wasn't that it didn't. No, it said she had no name.
And that was where I was asking.
Then I can assume that. Well, I'm assuming that Kumiko is probably going to end up protecting Sophia much longer than we think, because they're probably not going to stop trying to send people to kill her and her family.
And that's why I'm thinking like, oh, maybe Kumoko will become the master of the cave or something. Her mom and become the new queen, because she isn't allowed to leave if her mom is still alive. I
Well,
know
that's the
for a
thing. She's probably going to kill the mom at some point. I'm not sure if it's going to be this season or next season.
Is there a possibility
I'm
that there
thinking,
are
like-
other spider nests?
I'm thinking like, so maybe the family will start getting attacked and stuff, and then after Kumoko becomes the queen of the cave, this is just the whole theory thing. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, they'll take shelter in the cave of Kumoko's, I think. And then that's how Kumoko will start protecting them, because her parents will maybe die or something. That's after she gets her Arcana thing, I think. Maybe. I could be wrong. Because it makes no sense to me that, oh, maybe. She said that she wanted to go outside, so maybe he'll just be going outside. But I don't know how they'll meet them.
Honestly, I'm blanking really hard right now. I'm pretty sure I read this in the manga, but okay, yeah. Oh god. God damn it.
Can I
yeah?
ask the question that I was asking?
Yeah, sure.
My question was: is there a possibility that there are other spider nests in the isekai world?
Well, probably. I mean, I don't
And
think
maybe the demon lord might be from another spider nest.
Well, we don't know that the Demon Lord is a spider or not. It might just have
That
been
is true.
reincarnated into whatever she is.
Like my theory is that there might be other spider nests with other spider species and other spider queens or mothers, right? And that the demon lord might be a different species.
Well, Kumoko learned a bunch of skills by just like doing a bunch of stuff, a bunch of different skills. So it doesn't really have to be the fact that the demon lord is a spider. She can just be a normal demon that learned skills from a spider.
Well,
Watching
no, the
spiders
reason
or
why I'm saying
something?
she is a spider, she kind of does look like a spider.
Yeah, she kind of does, to be honest.
No, she doesn't look like a spider to me. She looks like a demon to me. Maybe because I'm fascinated with demons. It's not because of her title. If she was called something lord, different like a fly
Why are you
lord.
fascinated
I don't know.
with demons? Can we talk about this first? Are you into like
I love-
satanic rituals or something?
No. I just like anime demons and demons in fiction. There must be something like that.
Okay, look, let's backtrack a bit here. The thing about us thinking that the Demon Lord was Spider is just because of the skills that she uses and her overall
Yeah.
design, which has like things poking out on her side.
And the
that's
OP
kinda
as
look
well,
spider
because like
legs.
you know when the blood like goes down her, the first OP, and then it turns to webs. That also.
Oh yeah,
And I
speaking
mean-
of the first OP, wasn't there like a shot of like when the Demon Lord was biting down on the globe,
Earth?
on the Earth, on the planet, basically that they live
Yeah.
on?
Yes.
I saw that more so as more like she wants world domination. She wants to rule over the whole world. That's
She
what I
might
saw it
want to
more.
either rule over the whole world or destroy it. I'm back to
What
my
would she get out
genocide
of
theory.
destroying?
I-
Yeah, what would
I
she
don't-
get out of destroying the whole world?
We still don't know, but we do know
But
that
what would
they're on the
anyone
opposite
get?
side of the humans and the elves, which I'm assuming that the elves are on the same side as them because Oka Sensei is with them. And thus this goes back to our theory about the ending being Evangelion plus Fairy Tail and a bunch of mechs flying around and shooting lasers and stuff like that.
Yeah, how do we
But
even
the world-
arrive at fucking mechs?
Because
The world
anime,
shouldn't be
dude.
destroyed.
Yeah.
He
shouldn't
came in
destroyed
one
by that
episode and
time.
said that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Spider! Oh my god, Spider is like that one manga in Irumakun that he reads so many.
Oh god. Okay, but like imagine, right?
Wait, I got a question.
Yeah.
Does human form Kumoko have multiple eyes, or does she just have a two pair of eyes?
I don't know. We will have to see it after she transforms into a human. We don't know.
Well, let's say that what we saw, that girl, that she is Kumoko. She doesn't have she just has two eyes, right?
She has a lot of hair, so I'm not gonna
That is
assume
true.
anything. I don't know how they would do that, like just pink dots on her head, or maybe they're just two eyes and she evolved to only have two eyes or something like that. Could be possible. Maybe she's hiding it in her hair. Who knows? Only Serbi does. But yeah, we'll see.
Maybe she has them in her fingers.
Oh god.
Finger eyes.
No. Oh no.
Wait, but wait 1 second. I realized when she reused rod attack, she didn't get hurt by the rod attack later on, right?
Well, you're gonna have to probably point out specifically where. Are you talking about when she used it on Julius? Because we don't know.
We did see a close up of Shiver's eyes. Her eye, one of them. Yeah.
Oh wait, no, wait. Yeah. God damn it. Okay. Isn't like God damn it, I should have known. Because Serbi was all up about like, oh, you did Shiro's eyes wrong. Because they're supposed to be like 4 dots in her eyes. And that makes 8 eyes in total. Maybe they're like all the eyes just came together and just formed only 2 large eyes, and then the rest are just inside of it.
What? So her eyes can turn and see her brain, like. No.
I mean,
And it's
I
not
Like,
I don't think that's a thing.
also, what I was talking about, Zero, is remember when we saw Julius's death? She
Yeah.
was killed by a rod attack.
Mhm.
Kumoko, when she threw a rod attack, didn't get hurt, didn't get like recoil damage, right?
We don't know because we didn't see Julius get hit, and we didn't see Kumoko after that. Who we assuming is
I'm-
Kumoko.
because the guy
Really?
who was retelling in lost
Yeah.
consciousness.
Yeah, and then when he woke up, everybody was gone, and the only thing that he saw was the scarf.
I'm not wait, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, and the only reason that guy survived was because he had the phoenix feather or something.
Yeah.
Julius was supposed to have.
Tyrants is who was telling the story.
The shield guy
Yeah.
that ran away with Shun, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna
that's the same
Google,
person.
not Google, I'm
Can I
gonna
just-
YouTube just really quick the scene from the anime. I want to see something.
Can I just say that if Kumoko is on the Demon Lord side and Kumoko is working with Hugo, going to be really mad because I really dislike Hugo.
I mean, who does like Hugo at this point?
No one. Yeah,
I am a
you're right.
Ringo fan and I don't
yeah.
dislike Hugo.
Mm-mm.
It tells you how trash he is.
I think Hugo's also being used at this point.
Probably.
Well, it's being used 100%, but I just dislike the idea of Kumoko, someone like Kumoko and maybe Sophia, if she gets put into the story. If they're working with someone like Hugo, I'm disgusted.
They're probably using Hugo to achieve some sort of goal, just the same way that they're using Shun to achieve that goal. Or actually, wasn't... I mean, Sophia was trying to kill Shun, so maybe they do actually want Shun dead. Or do they just want it to seem like that?
He was not actually.
I mean, imagine, like, Shun has the hero title, right? And the church appointed Hugo as the new hero, right?
Yeah.
Then, what if you want Shun dead as, like, the real hero, as someone with a real hero title? If they want him dead so they can make this whole scene about Hugo being the hero and, like you said, use him for a world domination, basically. If you're a demon lord and you have a hero on your side, you can control the whole world, basically.
Yeah, that makes a bit more sense in this context. So basically, Shun is just a freak that managed to survive, and he's going to be like some sort of variable that ends up ruining their plans. But we also don't know the nature of their plans.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that if we were following Shun's story from the very beginning without Kumoko at the side, Kumoko would be kind of like a villain type character in the way of the hero. That's why I said that in the beginning.
It's always a type of perspective.
Yeah, we do know that the Demon Lord is someone that got reincarnated. So,
yes.
What exactly do you guys think would be like their goal? Like, if you got reincarnated as a Demon Lord, what would you do?
Probably fuck around.
It's the outcast club. What do you expect?
I'm
Hugo,
still not quite
Kumoko,
sure.
and Demon Lord.
Yeah, I'm still not quite sure who from their class got reincarnated as a Demon Lord.
I don't think
Probably
anyone.
not some popular kid, because popular kids from their class were friends. And friends wouldn't just go on a mission to kill their another friend. Okay, maybe
You know what I think?
Knows who is who. If the teacher knows who is reincarnated and who is not, she was basically talking to them. Remember the Kumoko episode where they were like, oh yeah, we think that Kumoko is dead? When the teacher was going on like that? That means the teacher has some way of knowing who is alive and who is not. And
but yeah, that's the point. Like, when the Oka sensei said that Kumoko is dead, what exactly did she mean by that?
Oh.
Huh?
Maybe.
What?
Actually.
Yeah,
Wait,
Kumoko
what?
is in the past. Kumoko is in the past, so it doesn't make any sense.
I'm confused. What are you guys talking about?
There was like I forget which episode it was, but at the end of the episode, they were talking about the girl that Faye bullied or something.
Yeah.
Which was Kumoko, basically.
Yeah.
And then Oka Sensei said that they asked Oka Sensei how Kumoko was doing, and then she said that
they wanted to know if she knew where Hiro Wakaba was, and she said that
yeah, Wakaba, yeah. And yeah, she said that Wakaba was dead.
That's why I'm thinking that the Demon Lord and Sophia are probably one of the outcasts from the class.
Yeah, I was gonna add to that theory.
I don't think that the popular kids would kill other popular kids unless they were like Kumoko, like someone who.
I was gonna the thing Faye once said that the reason she got reincarnated as a dragon is kind of karma, and she didn't get reincarnated as a human because she was the one person that bullied Kumoko the most. And I want to say that the outcasts or the bullied people got, I guess, the higher role in all of this that is happening.
Well, we already
I know specifically.
We already know who Sophia used to be. That was the creepy girl. But we don't know who the Demon Lord was.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that doesn't make any sense, because Serbi also turned me down on my theory that the popular kids got hero roles and stuff. The unpopular kids got monsters, but Faye was...
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that it's if you were an asshole, you got a bad pick in reincarnation, and if you were nice, you got a good pick in reincarnation.
Wakaba wasn't an
I think that was.
asshole when she was
I think that was
incarnated.
more of a random thing. We're still not
Yeah,
sure as
I
how
don't
that
think that-
happened.
I don't think that reincarnation thing has anything to do with anything. I'm
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
that the outcast people are kind of ganging up on the popular kids, or so to say. I don't know. It sounds kind of childish, but for some reason, I have a feeling that the kids that were not really popular or liked by the rest of the class would get much along better than the popular kids and others. I don't know. If I was bullied as badly as Wakaba was in my class and I had an opportunity to kill those bullies, I would have gone with it. I don't know.
We
I
don't
mean, she
also
wasn't
have to.
bullied super intensely.
Yeah, I know, but you know, if you had a chance to kill a bully, you would kill a bully.
I don't know
Not
if
really.
Kumoko would be hung up on that after having to deal with all of this that's been going on after being reborn as a spider.
That's true.
And
That's true. Never mind.
And remember
I'm
that she
thinking,
also didn't know that other people got reincarnated into the same world as her, which
Also,
is why
guys,
she got so
we gotta keep
surprised
in
after seeing
mind.
Sophia.
We gotta keep in mind, even though we didn't see him, but Administrator D still has a part in this, and God knows who they are.
Well, she's an
I
evil
wonder
god,
what-
no? That's all we know.
Yeah, I wonder what kind of
Administrator D
part
hasn't
they're
been
playing here.
mentioned.
Yeah, that's what I
Administrator D
think.
hasn't been mentioned at all.
That's kind of weird because I mean they're probably I mean not probably they're 100% important to the story, but they just haven't been mentioned at all.
No, wait. Now that you mentioned Administrator D, I remember, what was his name? Administrator Ghoul? Ghoulie? I don't. What do you call him, Serby?
Kiwi.
Yeah, I just
no,
got
Kiwi.
him.
Yeah,
I can't
Ghoulie.
pronounce his full
Kiwi.
name.
It's German. God knows.
Yeah, it's
though.
German. Well, Ghoulie. Okay.
It's not German, it's Dutch, bitches.
Dutch. Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Okay. I don't know European languages.
I don't even know
So-
if it's a real or if it's just based on European. It could. I don't know.
Chaos language.
No, I think it was something God. I think even Kiwi translated it. It was like
well,
I do remember Kiwi talking about that. Yeah.
yeah. When
Yeah.
we went back to see the first scenes in that episode.
I
But
can
what I wanted
type
to-
it in chat if you guys want to see it written out.
But
I
yeah,
can't
what I
say it though.
what I wanted to point out was that we completely glossed over this was the fact that he picked up the smartphone that Administrator D sent and then he talked on it like he knew exactly how to use it.
Isn't that why we said that the Demon Lord is probably a reincarnation as well? In the last theory video?
The Demon
That
Lord,
the Demon Lord was probably the one.
we already kind of know that the Demon Lord is a reincarnation, but Administrator Ghoulie is also a reincarnation? Possibly?
I put his name in chat.
Because I completely didn't notice that he just picked up a smartphone and talked on it. No fantasy person. Julius probably wouldn't know how to use a smartphone, alright?
Yeah, but that's why we were theorizing that the Demon Lord and the Administrator D have some kind of connection. And that we theorized that the Demon Lord is probably because of that a reincarnation.
Well,
I don't know.
yeah, why do you keep saying this? We already know that the Demon Lord is some sort of reincarnation.
Yeah,
What I'm talking about is that the other
Oh,
people, the other people in the Demon Lord side might also be reincarnations as well. Because Administrator Ghoulie, he picked up a smartphone and used it. There might possibly be other people in the Demon Lord's team.
Well, Administrator Ghoulie didn't speak Japanese. He spoke
He didn't speak.
something.
Yeah, but why did he use a smartphone?
The Administrator D on the phone, I guess she had a female voice. Dude, I think that she spoke to Kumoko in Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to
Oh.
Ghoulie, she spoke in their language, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
probably.
they didn't
Kumoko
speak
didn't
Japanese.
understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I see that this is going nowhere. That's just something that I wanted to point it out. But, yeah. We still don't know whatever those,
Oh, bitch!
picture flashes were in that one episode. And, this goddess figure, I forget her name already. What that was all about. What did you say, Serby? You cut off.
Her name is Serial.
Ah, yeah, Serial. She still has not been mentioned again ever since that episode, or perhaps she was, but we just didn't notice. Who knows? Well, that's
Right?
all that my puny little brain
There's a
can
lot
think
of
of.
information that was flashed at you in Taboo. Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, let's not get into that because Because the like few snippets that we saw when she got level 10 taboo and information, all of that is more. I think it's about the past and about the future. What's gonna happen? Like basically, the world's gonna end. That's what we know.
Do we though?
Yeah,
Or
we said
maybe-
the world.
wait.
The world is ending.
What if, okay, the Demon Lord is doing something to try to prevent the world from ending, but it involves having to kill off the human side?
Maybe. Yeah, probably. Since she has taboo level 10 as well. Like, definitely has taboo level 10. And probably she knows probably the same things as Kumoko does now.
Yeah, they probably have to know something. There has to be some sort of motivation behind their actions. But I don't have any information to speak further
Back
upon
it
that
up,
theory.
Good talk. Good talk.
Well, I think we were able to entertain Serby and hopefully any other viewers at home. So
I just
yeah.
from seeing her model, I could hear the giggling. The giggling still haunts me.
You said some very funny things.
Funny by comedy wise or funny theory wise?
Both.
Okay, look. Let's just hope that
Like
the
a
people at home.
hoof, bitch.
Okay, yeah,
Like a
no, let's not
horse
do that. Let's not do that. Let's
Is
just
that a tick, Yui?
let us
like a
hope
horse?
that the people
Yeah.
at home enjoyed seeing us walk around in a dark room wearing blindfolds and poking at stuff that we don't know about.
Wait, are you getting it? Never mind. I was about to make a really dumb joke. But he's still
As you do. It's just normal you. Whatever. End of discussion. See you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Enjoyed.